YouTube has changed my life, and I think it could do the same for you. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can go from not knowing how to post on YouTube to making money every day on YouTube. Now, I'm going to show you something just to kick things off so you know that I'm serious about this. This is a dashboard of where I make a lot of my money, okay, every single day, every single month. And what I want you to notice here is I'm on signups. So it shows you how many people signed up to my free membership, which does pay me. That's a whole nother story, but I'll talk about that in a second. And it says 4,315 in the past 30 days, if you see here on the screen. Look where most of them came from. 46.2% came from YouTube signups. Look how many visitors I had. I had 5,400 visitors from YouTube. And yes, that conversion rate is out of this world. So 5,400 visitors in just a month from YouTube alone. Almost 2,000 of them signed up, and it was almost a 37% conversion rate, when most conversion rates for free memberships are somewhere between 8 and 20. 8 and 20, okay? So this is really, really amazing. And that doesn't just mean signups for free. I'm going to take you to the payouts. I'm just going to show you behind the scenes, like show you the real. This is the real live payouts. You see my balance is 9,100 this week. I'll get paid most of that. And then March 4th, I was paid almost 4,000 the week before, almost 6,000 the week before that, 7,000, and so on. Look on the side here. You can see every single week I'm paid out depending on what people upgrade to and what one-off things they buy. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So here, if we do pricing and then we do a preview, and I'm just showing you this so you can understand that YouTube makes me money. So I'm going to take you into the classroom as if you are a free member. This is what it looks like. So you have these free things that are these free challenges and free courses that are so valuable. People are making a ton of money. And I really mean that. They're making a lot of money from it. But then if you want to upgrade, if you want to be a VIP, if you want more AI tools that are just the only place you can get these tools online, you upgrade for $360 at the time of this taping. Or let's say you want to have just one of these tools, you upgrade for 99. So that's kind of the funnel that I have people going through. So the majority of the 19,100 members are not going to buy something, but just a percentage of them do. And that is enough to make that much. Now, that's not all. I'm going to take you here because I want you to understand that this is making me more than $100,000 every single month. Okay. So if you look here, this is my Stan store. The last 7 days, you don't even need to know what Stan is to know that this is a dashboard where people pay me money for digital products. And the last 7 days alone, I've made almost $25,000. 25. And then again, the last 2 weeks I've made 48,000. So it's really standing up, and it grows over time. So think about that. It's about 100,000 plus what I showed you on school just now. And if we scroll down on these 7 days, let's see. It says, where are my customers coming from? Other, which who knows what that means, right? But YouTube is the highest when it comes to what they're able to really dial in on. These others are just this, that, and the other. YouTube is 169 of my total viewers. So they came in and then they bought from YouTube. Is this making sense? So YouTube is not just a place you go for entertainment. It's not just a place you go for education. It's a place you go to learn how to do stuff and watch other people walk you through it. You also get entertained. I've watched music videos and movies on YouTube and sports on YouTube, but it's the only place you can really go and do a search and find out exactly how to fix the spill on your couch, to clean up the spill on your couch, or to fix your carburetor, or to learn how to make more money online, like you're doing right now. So I want to show you something. I'm going to walk you through this because I want you to learn as much as you can, as quickly as you can in this video. If that's interesting to you right now, I want you in the comments to say, I'm ready to learn about YouTube. Let's go. I'm ready to learn about YouTube. And while you're there, make sure you are subscribed to this channel if you're not already subscribed. More than 50% of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. And when you subscribe, it tells YouTube that this channel is worth putting out to more people. That's how we grow. So I'm showing you in this video how you grow, and that's how you can help me out as a thank you. All right. So most YouTube creators never make a dollar. That's not going to be you. That's not going to be us, right? I make a dollar. I make oh, actually, I should have shown you this. Let me show you this before we get going, because this is going to help you understand really. So this is my channel behind the scenes. All right. You may recognize some of these videos. If you're new, then go check out some of these videos. But look, it really ranges. Like I have more than 200,000 subscribers, and that really doesn't matter because I get anywhere from 1,000 views to 14,000 and to 100,000 views. It doesn't really matter how many views I get. It's about who's watching right this moment. Okay. This video right here has made me thousands of dollars, and it's not from the AdSense that you get for selling. But let me show you what AdSense does get me. So AdSense is where you see those ads at the beginning and throughout the videos. So you're going to see that if you're not a premium member on YouTube, then you see these ads, right? And the person who is running the ads, like the person who's allowing those ads to happen, as long as they are an official partner of YouTube, which you can become, then they actually get paid per view. So let me show you what I mean. So if you look at estimated revenue, this last 28 days alone, I've made almost $10,000. And on March 7th, I made $447 just from posting. Now that's just from posting online. So imagine if you made even a tenth of this. Like every day you made, oh, I made 37, I made $40, I made $34 just from posting. If I can make 10,000, you can make 1,000, okay? And the reason is because varying degrees, varying uh, videos, different videos made different amounts. So if you go here to the revenue for this last video, it's going to be trailing by a couple of days. So you see this is in gray. So this doesn't really say how much this video has made. But if we can do the math, it's at 14,000 views. And it's, well, I'm going to guess because it hasn't told me yet what the RPM, which is like how much I get paid is. It's usually about 50% of this. So let's just say it is 30. Let's just say it's 30, which is super low. It's going to be higher than that. It's going to be closer to 40. But let's say it's 30 times 15. It's $450. And it has been out for 3 days. And it most likely will be more like 40 times 15, which would be more like 600, 550 for 3 days. And imagine it doesn't just stop there, but it's every video, every single video. Like this one is a crazy amount that it pays me. It pays me $60 per thousand. If you know, you know. This is probably, I can't remember one higher than this. Usually it pays between it pays an average channel between $3 and $20 per thousand, which is a lot. But this one, for some reason, just really resonated. And even though it doesn't have a ton of views, it's making a lot per thousand. So just imagine day after day after day, one video is making $20, one video is making $3, one video is making 30. And it's all adding up and it's all stacked up day after day after day. And as you add videos, more and more of that money stacks. So I used to make like 6,000 a month. Before that, I made zero a month, and now I make I believe, let's see here. I believe that, let's see, in February, it was a shorter month. February, it's going to take a while here, I guess, to upload this. It was $10,000, 157 in February, which is a shorter month. Let's see what happened in January. In January, it was $11,179 just for the posting alone. But as I'm going to show you, you're going to, as you've seen, I'm going to make more money, way more money selling my products, digital products that I build once and then I promote on YouTube. My school, school that I nurture. I spend time. It's not get rich overnight, but every single day someone's learning about it. Multiple people are learning about my free membership to make $5,000, make their first $5,000 online. And they're signing up in the description below. And they come in, and then some of them over the next few days, weeks, and months upgrade. So you can see that it's very, very beneficial to have this channel. So let me go back to this. So most YouTube creators are not doing this because they don't know that they can. That's why you are here for this video. Most YouTube creators never make a dollar. 96% of YouTube channels never reach 1,000 subscribers. And 1,000 subscribers, this part is really important, so I want you to pay attention. Now, if you're driving, keep your hands on the wheel. But 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours is what you need in order to become monetized on YouTube, meaning you make that AdSense dollars, that daily amount that I showed you. That does not mean that you have to wait to make money. So you're working in the background to get 1,000 subscribers, and then you're working in the background to get 4,000 watch hours, cumulative. And in the meantime and forever, you also build other revenue streams around it. But most people don't know to do that. So they're just chasing the AdSense. And then they don't make it for a long time. And then when they do make it, they only make quote unquote 1,000 or 2,000 a month. And they feel like it's not worth it. But what they're missing is that there's so many other revenue streams. Okay. So the average CPM is $3. Now listen, in most cases, you're going to make CPM is actually not what they pay you. RPM is. So average, you're going to make somewhere between 3 and 15, 3 and $20 per 1,000 views. And that's cumulative. So let's say you do 10,000 views a month, which is, I do 400,000. So 10,000 views a month is attainable, depending on what your topic is. And so that's 10 times that number. So it could be 10 times 10, 10 times 15. So that's 1,000 or 1,500. Okay. So I'm sorry, I'm doing the wrong math. Am I? No, I'm doing the wrong math. So that's 150 or 100. But what we're trying to do, I know I kind of flubbed that. We're trying to get you to the point where you're doing what someone who works with me, I'll show you her page, what she does. Okay. So she has let's find it. She has a channel where she teaches you how to cook. For plants' sake, Meg, food. Yep, this one. So, oh, she almost has 5,000 subscribers. That's so cool. Awesome. So Meg, I helped Meg over the past few months with her YouTube channel. And look, she just posted 4 days ago and she has 66 views that we can see, which means probably 700 or 800 because it's a little bit lagging. She has 624 the last one. She has 282, 810 the last one. So this starts to add up. So if you were to add up all of these, let's see how many she did this month. Let's see, 12, 16, 20. She did about 20, 16 to 20 per month. You only have to do 4 to 8 per month, by the way. She likes to do this, so you can do 4 to 8. But let's just say, I don't know, 500 on average. Maybe, I mean, there's more like 2,000. Let's say, yeah, 600 on average, and she did 20, so that's 12,000. 12,000 views. But here's the catch. She also had these other 262 videos because she did what I said and she stacked these videos. So all of these other videos are making her money too. So if I had to guess, I would say that Meg is getting between 20 and 30,000 views per month. So let's say she's getting $10, maybe $15 RPM, and she's doing maybe 30. So let's say, give or take, maybe she's making like $500 a month from AdSense. But what does Meg do? If you go to her video, which she does in her kitchen, boom, she has affiliate links. She has her own digital products on Stan. This is too cool, right? Like she's playing the game, right? She's playing the game. So she has her own products. She has affiliate products because, hey, I just saw this. Now I want to get stuff to make this food and to have this equipment. She has a newsletter where she's like nurturing, and then she's sending people uh, to her other videos so they can keep binging. This is part of what you will do. Okay. And the problem that most YouTube creators have is that they have no plan. They have no plan. So you're probably talented, you're probably good at this, and you probably will get much, much better. Believe me, if you do 10 videos, you'll be so much better than you were when you had 0 videos or 1 video. If you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to talk on camera. The way you talk on camera is you talk directly to you. You imagine one person who you want to see win. Okay, this is super important. You imagine one person. This is what I do every single day. This is what I'm doing right now. You imagine one person who you want to see win. You know what they look like. You maybe even know what their name is, where they are right now, what their life is like. And whatever it is, if it's plant-based food, if it's how to make more money online, if it's XYZ, and you imagine that you get to talk to them directly and you look into the camera, you just go on Zoom, and I'll show you that in a sec. You just go on Zoom, and just like I'm doing now, you just talk to the camera. And you just teach what you know. You teach one thing per video. I'm teaching you one thing in this video, like how to make more money or how to make any money with YouTube. So this video is for you if you've thought about starting a YouTube channel but don't know where to begin. You have a channel but it's stuck. You're posting and getting nothing back. You're making content but have no real monetization plan beyond AdSense. Any of this, if any of this sounds like you, this is for you. You're an underestimated entrepreneur who knows YouTube could change your business. You want to build something that generates income while you sleep. So whether you are a coach, consultant, you have a one-person solopreneur business, or even if you have a startup, YouTube has to be in your arsenal. It has to be a tool that you use. It's not for you if you're looking for overnight results with zero effort. Does not happen. These two things do not happen together. You're only interested in going viral, not building real revenue. If you want to just have a bunch of vanity views and be able to tell people how many subscribers you have, but you don't really care about revenue, this is not really going to help you. Or you're not willing to show up consistently for 5 days, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite you right now. If you look in the description below or the pinned comment, you will see a link to my 5-day YouTube revenue challenge. More than 200 people have already joined in the past week, and we are getting started today. So right now is Monday, March 9th, 2026. We're starting in an hour and a half. So maybe by the time you see this, we're starting in like a few minutes. And if you see this after we've done day one, you can get the replay and you can start with this day two and so on and so forth anytime this week. Now, if you see this after that, we have the replay available for purchase. Okay. You can also attend this if you already have the 360 pass. It comes with the 360 pass. That's right. So if you already have that, you are set. So what we're doing is we're going to go through these 5 days, and I'm going to show you day by day what we're doing. And why should you listen to me? Speaking of, well, I figured a few things out. I had this channel, this particular channel, for more than 6 years. For the first 4.5 years, nothing was happening. Nothing was going right. And then about 18 months ago, I started figuring things out, and I really dove in. Instead of like listening to other people and then just kind of sitting back and hoping that it would do well, I actually got into the nitty gritty of it. And I learned so much so fast. And I've been able to like distill that so that you don't have to spend 18 months or 6 years figuring this out. You can spend 5 days with me and figure this out. I have more than 200,000 subscribers, most of those added in the last 18 months alone. And for an info channel, that is actually like having 2 million, because info channels are a niche. Okay. So it's not like having an entertainment channel, which can get 1 million subscribers. It is very niche. I make more than 10,000 a month just in AdSense alone, or an average of 10,000 just in AdSense alone. As you saw earlier, and rewind it to see those pages if you missed it, I make more than 100,000 all told per month with YouTube. I have more than 5 million views, and I do most of my channel on Zoom. So you really can just open up Zoom. You can open up QuickTime on your laptop. If you don't have a laptop, you can open up your phone if you have one. Now, on day one, we're getting right to it. So just in a few minutes, or maybe it already happened and you're watching the replay in a little bit, we are going to find your profitable niche. So your niche isn't what you're passionate about. This is a big surprise to most people. It's where your passion meets a paying audience's urgent problem, their pain point. So we're going to go in and find your niche day one so that you can have that while you're figuring out and working through, oh, this is what I'm going to post. These are the things I'm going to have to these assets that I have. And I do think of them as assets. Write the word asset, ASSETS. Make sure you're not heavy on that ASS. Write the word assets in the comments if you're still with me. Okay. So your niche defined in one clear sentence is going to help you be able to make 50 to 100 long form videos over the next year. And if you have 50 to 100 long form videos in the next year, you have 50 to 100 assets. On day two, what we're going to tackle is we're going to make click-worthy content. You clicked on this video for a reason. It wasn't by accident. I meticulously thought through the title of this video, the thumbnail, meaning that picture that you see. I meticulously thought through the concept, my opening thoughts. Now, that's not the click, right? You click because of what you see, but you stay because of the first few seconds. And so I'm going to teach you on day two that click-worthy content. What is going to make people actually watch your videos? There is a group that I'm not going to tell you who they are right this moment because I want them to do well on their own. But I help them post their very first YouTube video. It's an entertainment video. And in 4 days, they've had 21,000 views. It was the very first time they posted on YouTube because we went over their packaging, their thumbnail, their title, the intent of the video. So it's growing, 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 and I'll show it to you soon. Your thumbnail, your title, your first 30 seconds, all about that. Then I'm going to show you on day three what everybody is waiting for, which is how do I build multiple revenue streams? If AdSense is paying what it's paying, and we did the math kind of clunkily earlier, where we thought, okay, maybe I'm making $500, maybe $1,000 a month on AdSense, but over time that does stack. So the first few months of me having AdSense, I didn't make a lot of money. When I first made money on AdSense, I made $8 in a day, and I promise you, I was so stoked and hype. I once, let me tell you this to your face. I once raised $1 million in 8 hours for one of my companies. And I don't mean from one person, I mean from several people in 8 hours. And the feeling of earning $8 on AdSense for YouTube for just posting videos was very similar to that. In fact, I had more of a celebration for that. Because I'm like, if I can do this once, I can keep doing it. Say that to yourself. If I can do this once, I can keep doing it. So you're going to have multiple revenue streams. Now, don't let this brand deals bar fool you. This is not what I'm saying is the best and the most lucrative. Because in fact, I'm going to teach you everything else other than brand deals, and brand deals will be a nice bonus if you get it. I get everyday messages from people wanting to pay me $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 to be on my channel. These are mostly AI companies, and I turn them all down. Every single one so far, I've turned them down. And the reason I've turned them down, super important, make sure you're paying attention. The reason I turned them down is because I make so much money selling my own products that it actually would just distract. So consulting, digital products, memberships, even affiliate marketing and AdSense, all of that, plus brand deals if you want it. I'll teach you that on day 3, and we'll get your plan together. And not only will I teach it to you, every single day we're taking action. So you're going to have things worked out each day. On day 4, I'm going to show you how to grow and engage your audience. Followers, as I said earlier, do not matter as much as how engaged they are. Like if I have a video that has 14,000 views, but it's not really engaged, and I have a video that has 1,400 views, a tenth of that, but it's super engaged in the comments and people are taking action, then I will make more money over time from the 1,400 one because more people from that video are called to action. So you're going to look at the algorithm loop, how YouTube algorithm works. It's one of the most sophisticated algorithms in the world because it's owned by Google. So think about how Google knows so much about everybody, right? Think about how good Facebook is at running ads. That's how good YouTube and Google are at getting videos in front of you. So if they're doing that, the reason that my friends got 20,000 views in 4 days from their brand new channel is because we packaged it in a way that we were attracting the people who would want to see it. It's getting crazy number of likes and comments, and lots of really beautiful community is being built because of the way I understand YouTube works. So we're going to learn all about that algorithm. We're going to learn about the collaboration multiplier that most people never use. And we're going to learn about how comments are a strategy. How many times have I said to you, leave a comment that says XYZ? I want to engage you. I want to make sure that you're here with me. How many times have I said, pay attention to this or look at the screen? Because most people, half the people are watching on their phones. That may be you. And some people even put their phones in their pocket or put it to the side and they just listen, which is fine. It's awesome. But I want to make sure that you're engaged, that you're not just like, it's like an autopilot in the background. And then consistency beats talent. You have talent and you have skill and you will build both. But if you're consistent with it, you're going to outdo any competitor. And then day 5, we're going to talk about, as I do in all of my challenges, day 5 is about explosion of what we just learned. How to take what we just learned and compound that, replicate it over and over again forever. How to scale. So we're going to get into your 12-month revenue plan, your 90-day revenue plan. We're going to get into your content flywheel, outsourcing and delegation, what to do yourself, when to have more people involved, if you ever have to at all. With AI, spoiler alert, if you want, you'll never have to have another person involved in this. It just depends on what you want to do. For a long time, you do not have to worry about hiring anybody or having anybody involved. But there are times where you get that opportunity to do so. And then your personal brand moat. If you think about what sets you apart, what gives you where no other ships can dock, like nobody else can come to this island of you, that is your personal brand moat. And we're going to get into exactly how to build that. If you think about you right now, you're watching this video, why? Well, if you're at this point in the video, you're getting something out of it. You're learning something and it's interesting to you. I would have to imagine, unless you're hate watching, which happens. And you're also trusting me to guide you. And the reason you have trust in me is because of my personal brand. Because every week I post videos on YouTube and I bring all of this value. And that is what you're going to be able to do. Now, before and after the challenge, before it, you may have no idea what to make a video about. And let me know in the comments if this is you, okay? and which one of these this is. That will be really helpful to know. That'll be super helpful, actually. Posting and getting zero traction, waiting for AdSense to maybe pay off 500, 1,000 a month. Again, it's nothing to sneeze at, though. Like, I love the idea of just having $30 a day, just stacking for just because, right? It's really cool. No system, just vibes and hope, or feeling like YouTube is for other people, quote unquote. But after these 5 days, even if you come in a little bit late, you can catch up. A niche with proven demand and clear positioning, titles, thumbnails, and hooks that actually get clicked, a revenue stack that doesn't depend on ad rates, a 90-day growth system running on autopilot. This is like you're gonna be so set and you're gonna be like Meg, okay? A real YouTube business built around your story. Now, if you feel intimidated by any of this and you're like, I'm not a YouTuber, I don't know if I can do this. Let me tell you, that's how Meg felt. When I first met her, that's how she felt. And now she can't wait to film her videos on Saturdays. That's how my friends felt when I told them, hey, you should put this on YouTube, the ones who did the 20,004 days. They were like, I don't know, because it's not very traditional. I don't know if I should do that. Isn't that for other, like for Mr. Beast type stuff? And I had to explain it to them that no, actually, the way that the algorithm works now is so, so friendly to beginners. Say the word beginner if you heard me say that. The way the algorithm works on YouTube now, it is so friendly, overly friendly to beginners because it wants to just dominate. It wants to beat Netflix. It wants to beat traditional. It wants to be the domination, and it is, and it has been for years. It is the most watched platform of video. That's just a fact. More than 2 billion people watch YouTube every month. There are only 8 billion in the world. So something like 2.7 billion people watch it. So it is just like more and more and more and more and more. We want more. We can take more. They get billions of views of their shorts every day. There are people, don't think, oh, it's saturated. It's saturated. It's not saturated. It's not overly saturated, right? You still have a place where my friends can come in, post a video, and 4 days later have 20,000 views and people who actually care. So you're going to get 5 workshop sessions. You're going to get downloadable worksheets. Now, I'm hosting this live. Now, if you see this days or weeks from March 9th, 2026, I probably have another one posted in somewhere. So look in the description, look in the pinned comment, and come on over. Because I mean, in 7 days, more than 200 people signed up, and I'm like, oh, people love this, so let's go. So I'm hosting these live, and I will host them live, okay? And then the replays are available same day. So this particular one is at 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern for 5 days. But other ones will have different timing. Downloadable worksheets so that you can fill these out the same day and have clarity. You're going to have a content bank, 12 video ideas with titles ready to film. You're going to have a 90-day growth plan, and you're going to have like this 12-month vision. You're going to get 20 game-changing insights. I would say here, maybe you got 3 or 4. You're going to get 20. Your niche statement, as we talked about, your revenue stack, most importantly, and then you're even going to get a brand deal rate card that's going to help you know what to charge people if you decide to do brand deals. If you say, I'm not ready yet, I've heard it all, okay? Some people say I don't have the right equipment. Most of my channel is recorded on Zoom. Yes, sometimes I go into the studio because those are fun. But let me tell you a secret right now. Are you ready for this secret? Most of my in-studio videos do not perform as well, meaning views and monetarily, as the ones here on Zoom. This video, for instance, is going to make me at least 5 figures, if not more. At least 5 figures. So at least $10,000 over time, this video will help me make. And I'm sitting here on Zoom. So your phone is enough. Do not let equipment be an excuse, okay? We're going to figure out your message, and we're going to figure out what actually matters for you. I'm in this no excuses era, y'all. Maybe you noticed. Other people say my niche is already crowded. It's too saturated. Every profitable niche looks crowded until you zoom in. There's no creator with your exact fingerprint, your story, your exact audience, and your angle. We're going to find that in just a few minutes, day one. I don't have time. Okay, this is a big one. And I'm not saying you don't, but you're going to make time because the challenge is designed for 30 to 45 minutes a day. Honestly, the only time you don't have is the time you spend stuck in the same place a year from now. And I'm going to show you in a minute what that's going to look like. Now, the call is going to be about an hour, but you're only going to have to spend maybe 30 or 45 minutes after that for 5 days. If you can get all together, let's say you join the challenge and you say, look, I can't do this during the week. I'm not going to be there live, whatever. But you say to yourself, on the weekend, it's on. I'm watching all of the videos replays because I have access to that. And I'm doing the worksheet and it's on like Donkey Kong. Another excuse people make, what if I try and I fail? Your first 10 videos are your payment into the game, okay? You're not going to fail. You're going to learn. The only failure is not starting. And this is just so true, okay? You're not going to, like, your first videos are not going to be great. So just know that they're not going to be great, which is kind of cool because most people are not going to see them. So if they're great, a lot of people will see them. If they're not great, most people won't see them. But you're going to learn how to post. You're going to learn how to record. You're going to learn how to type in titles and put thumbnails up and learn how to look at your analytics. And these things are going to like become second nature to you over time. So the biggest question you have to ask yourself, really importantly, is what does it cost to not start for another year, to put this off for another year? 52 videos that you didn't post again. You could have built an audience on that. You could have had a baby. 12 months of extra income, whether it's $500 or $5,000 a month. Even at $1,000 a month, that's $12,000 that you left on the table because you're like, I don't know. You wouldn't even give it a chance. You wouldn't even give it a chance. You have to think about that. And then 1,000 plus subscribers you didn't build. People who would have found you and stayed. Because this is a thing, you know, we call this the revenue challenge. The thing we don't really talk about is the impact. I want you to join the challenge. Join 200 plus people who are already joined. If you already have the 360 pass inside of your first 5K, you're set. All you have to do is go into the 360 pass section of the classroom. You'll have the registration link and the link to all the replays and everything. If you don't, you can sign up for the challenge in the description below or the pinned comment, and you'll get access immediately. But what I want to say to you is that we call it the revenue challenge. But let me tell you something. I have had so much fulfillment. Fulfillment. Like I feel proud and happy that I can take care of my family because of the money that I make with YouTube, right? But separate from that, I also feel fulfilled in knowing that there are thousands of people who watch me every day who benefit from me using my voice on this platform. I hold my comments, which you can do inside of your YouTube studio. You can hold comments for review before they go live in public. I hold my comments. I get thousands of comments per week. I accept and deny every single one myself. There's no one else on my team. I don't really have like a YouTube team except for I do have a couple of editors because we do so much. But I didn't edit this video. You'll notice that, right? I just uploaded it. When I look at those comments, the reason I do like accept hundreds of comments a day and it takes a long time to do each day, it actually doesn't scale. Most of my peers would say don't do that. But the reason I do it, and I recommend you do it, is because you get to see everybody's comments. everybody's feelings of how this particular video landed for them. It helps you build more content, but it also helps you get that understanding in the moment that yes, this helped somebody. Yes, this was worth it. Yes, even though I filmed this 14 days ago or 400 days ago, somebody is still discovering it because of YouTube's algorithm a year later, and they're leaving a comment as if it was day one. And you get to see what video it was, and you're like, wow, people are finding this video and that. And they're, I remember I said this a half a year ago. I said to say this, and they just said the code word. And by the way, let's have a code word. Purple. Purple is our code word today. Purple. That tells me that you made it to this part of the video if you say the word purple. So people do that, right? I say that, and I say that in a lot of my videos, and people will say that from videos from months ago. Let me tell you, the impact that you're going to have. Think about Meg's videos about she lost 70 pounds by making food, mostly by making food that was kind of like not junk food, but like if you think like nachos and hamburgers and tacos and stuff, but she made it healthy in a healthy way. And that's now what she teaches on YouTube. Every day she makes money from that, and that's only going to grow. But she also gets to inspire so many people on their own weight loss journey. And not just about weight loss, but about like confidence and about like aging and having community, and they're part of something. So if you think about what you're working on as more than just, oh, how much money can I make? And you think, and what you do, this is the people I attract, this is already embedded in you. I don't have to tell you this. But if you think about it, it is so freaking rewarding. And that's why most people, again, my peers and most people are like, you're doing like a $99 5-day challenge live. How are you? Why are you doing that? It should be like $1,000 or something. And I'm like, you know what? I want as many people as possible to have this feeling. And they really say to me, you're doing a 360 access pass, basically like a 360 pass where they get all of these AI tools and workshops and challenges, and they just keep getting more and more. They don't have to pay more. And it's just 360 a year. And I'm like, yeah, because that too could have been a $2,000 or more package. But I want more people to get there. And YouTube, I started this video by saying that YouTube has changed my life, and I think it can do the same for you. YouTube changed my life because I already had an audience because of all the work that I've done. I've gone from being homeless a few years ago to investing in more than 200 companies led by underrepresented, underestimated founders. So that's my story. But what most people don't realize or know until I tell them is that 90% or so of the people who find me on YouTube have never heard of me before. Because YouTube is that good at finding the people and helping the people find you. So it changed my life in that it at least 10x'd my reach, if not more. I will have to maybe do some AI to figure out what X reach it did, because it's at least 10x. From summer of 2024 till now, spring of 2026, it has completely changed also how I get to move around in the world. Before, I had some power, I had access because I built that access one person at a time. And I could get into rooms that I wanted to. Now it's like I have a pulpit and a bullhorn, and I can reach as many people as possible. Before, it was about concentrated power, which is very important. Like if you think about what I was doing and what I've been doing in venture capital, changing the face of it. So it's about, oh, I can get into this room with these billionaires and these powerful people. And that was really important. I spent decades building that. But now it's like I can put that out, all the learnings, all of the secrets, all the tips, all the things that are usually kept quiet and secret. I can now tell and project to as many people who will listen. And that means it's democratized even more in my mission to democratize making money, democratize wealth. Look, the name of my book here, Your First Million, actually, the subheading is Why You Don't Have to Be Born into a Legacy of Wealth to Leave One Behind. That is what my mission is about. What is your mission about? What would make you happy if it were true 5 years from now? Let's find out.